What's going on, people? So, I want to talk more about Predator Bill, and not only Predator Bill, but the people that work for the Morton Borough. Sorry, I'm smoking and drinking coffee right now. Y'all know it's coffee time. But this is important, man, because these people really try to intimidate people, man. These cowards really try to intimidate people. You know what I'm saying? In Predator Bill, he weaponized law enforcement, which make it even worse. You know what I'm saying? But the barrow, the people in the red trucks, particularly two individuals, you know what I'm saying, black men that's what make it more disgusting. But they affiliated with Nicholas. That's the guy that lives next door to me, who's been heavy in doing this and using his house to, bed people who's basically hacking me, man. And like I said, he had a white girl in there laughing in the window while I was being hacked, like laughing at me, trying to antagonize me. But they have did multiple things trying to intimidate me, man. You know what I mean? Coming on my property, just doing all kind of shit. When I'm walking my children to school, even they will pull up and have this guy, and I'm stop being cordial with this nigga too, cause nigga, I don't know you. And one time he like put his hands on me, not like like try to hurt me and nothing, but to test his little limits. And I was gonna let him. I was gonna let him play himself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even doing that no more. I'm not being cordial with none of these motherfuckers. It just is what it is. Y'all know what y'all involved in. Y'all know what's going on, and I'm not being cordial with you no more. And they definitely, I'm sure they did this to my children's mother. See, the problem with her is she has a little ego, and she don't want to, she might not want to say, she's scared in certain situations, but she should be. This is the thing, and she should express herself. By her not expressing herself makes it even worse. And if she did, that would be the fucking that would have been the big ticket to exposing these people and getting things done. You know what I'm saying? But Predator Bill put these people on us. You know what I'm saying? He sent law enforcement to antagonize and try to intimidate people. And it just is what it is. This is what goes on around here. This is why they do the stalking campaigns. I just was taking out the trash and they was sending, and this is normal. This is normal behavior. I've been going through this. I got a bunch of recordings showing this. You know what I mean? I just stopped recording the traffic campaigns and all of that stuff. I don't really do that too much. But no, this has been going on. Predator Bill, this is how Predator Bill Stewart worked. You know what I'm saying? This is how he worked. Him and the Morton, they protecting Nicholas and what he did or whatever, trying to cover it up. You know what I mean? Cause they heavily affiliated with him, and they not just protecting him, bro. I think they the ones who even probably got him involved in the first place, because this thing is bigger than Morton. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was bigger than Morton, because why would it start after somebody started leaking my information to these people in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how Predator Bill worked, man. I just want to speak on that. Actually, we ain't gonna speak too long. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know we need to get this person the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. He should not be in power. I don't give a fuck what he do or what he did for anybody. We don't deal with predators and domestic terrorists. He's a fucking domestic terrorist, bro. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that prey on the vulnerable, which I was a very vulnerable person with two disabling conditions. You know what I mean? And he fucking preyed on me, man. And he oppressed me, man. As well as the mailman and everybody the fuck else. You know what I mean? I know I put a lot of emphasis because they are involved, so they get exposed as well. I'm gonna expose every fucking thing. I'm not being silent about none of this shit. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? But this is what he do to the people. You know what I mean? So it has to be spoken about. You know what I mean? But we gonna talk more in context, because I just took out the trash and I'm just like, bro, and I'm just seeing shit more clearly. You know what I mean? Because I know this fucking girl love me, and I know, her family didn't, like I only had a couple little issues, you know what I'm saying, with her family, and it was mainly her father, and certain things. But even him, bro, like, you know what I mean? I feel as though they did put fear in this man. Like I said, he came to our house with his windows broken out and shit, and just him having other family in this area. That's that people should have the right to be afraid, bro. Don't like I'm not. I don't act like, what I'm saying, I'm so big and bad and fucking tough and shit. No, motherfucker. If you got people that's doing this, weaponizing the government and shit like that, that's something to be to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Not to say be paralyzed by your fear and stuff like that, to the point where as though you're not going to do nothing about it in your actions. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that is something to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? People having that kind of power and being in a position like that. So we exposing the shit out of Predator Bill and the people that drive those red trucks. The black men that drive those red trucks, including Nicholas and his family as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being cordial with none of these people no more. So when they start saying, "Oh, yeah, motherfucker," because I'm not no fucking I'm not no fucking body you just gonna push around and fucking and try to intimidate or nothing. And motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. I don't know you motherfuckers. I don't want to know you. I see what you involved in, and I'm cool. If you ain't exposing them, I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't speak to me. Don't fucking even look at me the wrong way. I'm telling you, because I'm going to just pass the message along. I'm done playing with people, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, one of the dudes in the red truck's a black man, who I'm very familiar with. He pulled up to one of the other black guys at the bus stop and whispered some shit to him before he started doing shit like this. You know what I mean? Nicholas, I believe is his sister, looked just like the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's a crossing guard. You know what I mean? And she tried to do a little gaslighting at first too. But I was being cordial and just playing it cool, and you know what I mean? And she did stop it for the most part. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't that hardcore gaslighting, but she would just say stuff like, "Why are you looking so angry?" and shit like that. I'm like, it's not that, just little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't like talking to people. I look how I look. You know what I forgot what I said, but you know what I mean? It just is what it is. I'm different. And this is what I'm saying. Like, my children's mother shouldn't, like, she lived around here. She was brought up around here. I was brought up in the fucking streets, in the worst parts. You know what I mean? And shelters, foster care with the worst of the worst, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different. And still, motherfucker, I still, it's certain things that you should have fear that protects you, in certain instances, but not to the point where it makes you paralyzed again, and it or turn you into a schizophrenic or something like that. And that's what they wish to achieve. So these people got to be pointed out, man. They get a bunch of, with me, they get a bunch of Karens, because I'll be honest, I put up my middle finger to these motherfuckers all day, son. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell myself to chill and stop doing it. I be trying to chill. I be really trying to chill, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, yeah, no, I love saying son. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite word. I'm not from New York. I'm a Philly boy, but I love saying son. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that word is beautiful to me, man. But it is what it is, man. We got to expose Predator Bill and the rest of his goons and his affiliates. You know what I'm saying? I call him Beast, dude. Cause he think he a fucking gangster, son. This is some gangster ass shit to do, to hack somebody for 6 years, to literally be taking their money. And these people do have power. They have these people. I don't have my stimulus checks. While y'all was getting stimulus checks during the pandemic, these people owe me damn near $2,000 just from my stimulus checks. So yes, he do has power to weaponize certain things, you know what I'm saying, including the postal office and government and shit like that. And he even be having them do it in Philly, you know what I'm saying, in different places. My sister, not saying he's responsible for this, and this is why I say it's bigger than even Morton, because my sister lives in I forgot the little town she lives in, but she's going through it. You know what I'm saying? My other siblings is going through it, and they in the city. You know what I'm saying? And the same shit was happening to them. They would have cars pull up and slow down and shit like that, trying to intimidate people, man. Like, these niggas is bitches, like complete bitches. I go out here 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'll be like, bitch, come on, son. So it's different with me. So what they do with me is they get a bunch of white women, because they know I put my middle finger up to them and be like, bitch, like, set it. Like, whatever you trying to do, set it, motherfucker. Like, and I'm not unless you set me up like that, but set it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do so I can respond. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. And that's just how it is, man. You know what I mean? But Predator Bill, he prey on the vulnerable. That's why I call him a predator. You know what I'm saying? He definitely prey on the vulnerable, son. And the niggas that's involved in that drive the red trucks, they was the ones mainly. They was following me around I was going to T-Mobile and different stores. Yeah, I believe it was T-Mobile in Springfield Mall. And one of the black dudes that worked for them, drive the red truck, he was in there with a heavy set black lady. You know what I'm saying? And this was the first iPhone. It might be this iPhone, actually. iPhone 11 I got. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my iPhone 13 back up. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's supposed to be the thing that protect us most. But the best iPhone, if you're targeting an individual, just to give y'all some tips, you know, because the newer ones make you vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? They had all kind of deals where I could have got that joint just from switching my number and stuff like that. But no, they said the 13 is like the one to get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get out of here. I ain't gonna make it too long. Plus, we got a lot more, you know, to expose, and we gonna organize it and do it in a better strategic way or whatever. But yeah, Predator Bill need to be exposed, as well as the rest of the people affiliated with him, the other companies that I say. And when I say this nigga got well, not to call him nigga, because I don't want nobody to be like, like he's saying this or that, you know what I mean, try to use that against me. But he is a predator, though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he used these people to follow you around. But from with me, he used a bunch of Karens now. So when y'all see me go to Wawa, it was like a bunch of fat white ladies. You know what I'm saying? And they was in a line, just, you know what I mean, following me, stalking me. And I guess they want me to put my middle finger up to them so they can be like, oh, he's easy. Like, motherfuckers, said it, son. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm gonna stop putting my middle finger up, and I'm just expose the shit out of these motherfuckers. It just is what it is, cause fuck them. And fuck whoever you want to get, motherfucker, cause I could put somebody on. And matter of fact, it just is what it is. I'm gonna let my people know just who involved with it. So motherfuckers want to keep involving themselves with these people. It just be what it's going to be. I'm going to stop protecting them. I'm going to stop trying to be cordial out here. Like I said, if I don't know you, don't fucking say shit to me unless you trying to expose this thing and get Predator Bill out of position. Because that's when I'm at. He got to be out of position, bro. Like, he's weaponizing the little power he got. He trying to put fear in people. Use other companies to put fear in people. And who knows what fear he trying to put in them. You know what I'm saying? And just to control them. And this is the game they play, man. But I'm out of here.